Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal, your trusted resource for real estate information in the Greater Toronto Area. And during this video, I'm going to update you entirely on the statistics of October as far as our market watch is concerned. So you'll have a better idea as far as how to take advantage of the market. And I'll share with you my market predictions. And of course, if you're considering buying or selling, then reach out to me. My contact information is in the description box below. As well, you'll find timestamps in the description below. And if you're an ambitious real estate agent looking to learn more about eXp Realty, then I'd love to hear from you, and let's jump right into the data. This here specifically shows the Greater Toronto Area numbers for 2021. We can see it's breaking down things month by month from January all the way through to October, so 10 months of the year. We're looking at the number of sales, the active listings, the months of inventory, the average price, and DOMs, which stands for days on market. First things first, let's take a look at sales. As we can see here, the year started off very slowly, only around 7,000 sales, and then we did see an increase as expected in the spring months, with the sales being at 15,652. And then from March all the way to August, the number of sales did decrease. So March, you could say, was the busiest month of the year as far as like sales and activity. And then is in September, the number of sales did trend upwards. In September, we had about 9,000 sales, and in October, about 9,800 sales reported. So we can see that we did experience a little bit of an increase, but really not so much. If we compare this number to back in March and April, you can make the argument the market's a little bit slower. It could be, of course, because there are fewer listings right now. Because if we look at the number of active listings, we only have 7,750 active listings that were reported during the month of October. And this is actually the second lowest month of the whole year. In January, there was about 7,400 active listings, but let's compare that to like April, for example, almost 12,000 active listings. So what we're seeing right now is a seller's market, specifically because there's still high demand due to the low interest rates and there's very limited inventory. So in most of the marketplace, depending on the home style, it should be such that if you are to bid on a property, you'll be competing with other buyers, and that's just naturally going to drive the prices up and make it a lot more convenient for sellers, because sellers can list their home, expect a very quick sale, and terms that they would prefer, like their preferred closing time, deposit, and no conditions on their offer, depending, of course, on the situation and the property. Next, let's take a look at the months of inventory. And the lower the months of inventory is, the better it is for sellers. And conversely, the higher the months of inventory is, the better it is for buyers. And what we can see here is the months of inventory was only 0.79 during the month of October. This is like really low, like outrageously low. If we look at other parts of Canada, we see a months of inventory being like 4 or 5 or sometimes 6 upwards, which means it's really good for buyers in that they are actually able to shop around for properties. But 0.79 tells us that more bidding wars are taking place, listings are coming on the market, selling exceptionally fast. And if we compare this throughout the whole course of the year, 0.7 was the months of inventory in March. And even its highest point of the months of inventory looked like January at 1.1, which still shows like it's a seller's market. It has been a seller's market so far this year. And as far as the market conditions are concerned right now, with the very low inventory, with the number of new listings being fairly slow, with a shortage of new listings, we're expecting the marketplace to stay this way and it still be a seller's market for the next short while anyway. Next, let's take a look at the average price. And here's what's interesting. Our average price has reached the highest point it has ever been in the Greater Toronto Area. So it's like a new record is basically being set almost every month. Our average price is $1,150,000. So this is across all home styles in the Greater Toronto Area. And even back in March, when I was making the argument that it could have been the best month for sellers, we can see here that the average price was actually lower. It was only $1,097,000. Still very high, of course, compared to last year. But this year, we broke through that $1 million mark, and we can see here we're like trending upwards to 1.1. Soon it could even be 1.2. Next, we're looking at the days on market. So this is how long it takes a listing to sell from the date of the commencement of the listing. So we're in October, the days on market was 13, September 14, August 16, and then that was the highest point we saw the whole year, with January being 24 days on market. So the reason I think that the number of days on market is very low compared to the beginning of the year and especially last year is because the condo market is definitely better. We're seeing condos sell a lot quicker, whereas last year what the story was, the days on market was very low for like detached homes. It was still within like a week or two, but what's so is the condos were taking like a month or maybe 2 months to sell. So that was, of course, in the grand scheme of things, making the days on market number a little bit higher. So now that we've seen the condo market strengthen, a lot of demand for condos and bidding wars, now we're looking at like kind of a new normal with the days on market being somewhere between like 1 to perhaps 2.5 weeks. In this next chart here, we're looking at the average price, and we're comparing October 2020 to October 2021. And what this does is, because if we're just looking at October, we're kind of eliminating the other variables like the seasonal fluctuations, the weather, whether or not we're back to school. So this gives us an idea as far as how much appreciation or depreciation the market has really experienced, specifically by property type. So we're looking at detached, semi-detached homes, townhomes, and the condominium apartment markets. And we can see that detached homes and townhomes, they both experience the most appreciation, but semi is pretty much, you can say, like a close second or third. So detached homes have gone up by 27.7% over the past 12 months, with our new average price being $1,540,000. Semi-detached homes have risen by 24.1%, with our average sale for semi-detached homes being $1,151,000. Townhomes, they've gone up by 27.9%, and this is really different. Townhomes, we've never seen like that much appreciation for. Maybe it's because people have accepted that they can't afford detached homes no longer, and they don't want to be living in a condominium, so they're buying townhomes. So townhomes, they've appreciated by 27.9%, with our new average price for townhomes in October 2001 being $957,000. And now looking at the condo apartment market, here's where things get really interesting, because we in the past did not see too much appreciation, but now we're looking at appreciation of 13% from October up till October 2021, with our new average price condominium in the whole Greater Toronto area being $703,000. And then here in this chart, we can see the 5-year historical average price, where what we're doing is we're comparing October 2017 up till October 2021. And this gives you some confidence and some comfort in going ahead and buying a property, knowing that no matter what home style you're going to purchase, it should be going up long term. So in 2017, the average price was only $780,000. In 2018, it was $807,000. In 2019, it was $851,000. And then our average price was $968,000. And take a look at that. The difference between the average price in 2019 to 2020 was 14%. And then in 2021, our average price was $1,155,000. And this is a 19% increase. That's just from October 2020 till October 2021. So we can see here the market has really exploded. And I bet a lot of you buyers out there are thinking, why didn't I buy last year? So hopefully you can make the decision to purchase now, before prices do go up anymore. And if you found this video informative, then do consider subscribing. If you're considering buying or selling, then call me. And if you're an ambitious real estate agent looking to connect for opportunity, then do contact me. I'll share with you my experience so far with this wonderful brokerage called eXp Realty. I will look forward to seeing you all next time.